Hi everyone, this is Shadi Horsemanship here with you. Today I would like to share with you one of my main things that's used to worry me all the time when I started dealing with horses years ago. And until this day, I keep reminding myself with these 7 steps that I'm going to share with you, how can we be fair with horses? I always worried, am I fair to my horses? Am I not? And how can I be better with them? Because to me, there is nothing more in this life that's gave me the ability to change and be a better human being, even in life, more than horses. So they are really important. Step number 1, do you speak the horse's language? So horses communicate through pressure and release. Do you do that? Do you do the same type of pressure and release they do between each other? Think about how can you learn their language. Imagine yourself meeting someone that doesn't speak your English and you say to this person, you have nothing to worry about. I will learn your language and I will make sure I speak it well, that you understand me. So I think step number 1, if we could learn how horses communicate and if we could learn their language, we have done already so much to be fair to our horses. Step number 2, see if you can find what horses like, what do they like and what they don't like, and mainly see what their biggest worries in life and how we can cover it for them. So imagine yourself, someone saying to you, tell me what your worries are in life. I will cover them all for you. You have nothing to worry about. I will make sure you have no worries anymore in life. And of course, if you do that for your horse, you have done a lot. Step number 3, see if everything you practiced and learned and the way you've learned the language, see if you understand it perfectly and practice without horses. So before you even start practice with your horses, start practice without the horses to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Step number 4, make sure you have a training plan in mind. Even if it's a ground or ridden work, always have a plan and have a weekly, monthly and maybe even a yearly goals. Goal is something and plan is something else. You make a plan together to help your horse and to help yourself to be as clear as possible. Step number 5, are you clear with your pressure? Do you know the pressure rules? And make sure to remember that horses understand from the release. Pressure is very important, but the release is even more. This is when horses understand if they are wrong or right. From the moment you give the release, the horse realize, all right, I have done probably the right thing. That's my leader looking for. Step number 6, work for tomorrow. Work for tomorrow mean, and the moment you start getting better results of your horse, this is exactly when you need to stop, release and work, continue the next day or the next training day, and maybe the next training day ask for a little bit more depending on the horse. Last and one of the really important things is cover the future. Step number 7, cover your horse future. That's mean even with very basic and simple things such as the farrier is coming next week. You should start checking your horse feet 3 days before. At least check if your horse is prepared mentally and physically for the farrier. Is he happy to keep his leg long enough up? And all these type of things. If you're riding outside, if you're going for an event next day, check if your horse actually good to be separate from the herd. Check if you can tie him up a little bit further away of all the horses. Check if you can ride on your own. So there is basic things that we can do before we even arrive to an actual big event. That's the horse need to leave, all the horses need to leave his own home, his own friends, go on his own on a trailer or a lorry, arrive to a place that he doesn't know, and we expecting them to basically give us the best result and win. Why not? So maybe you're gonna win if you do a lot of preparing. Help your horse to be ready for your event, help your horse to be ready for your farrier, for your hack out, for any basic thing outside or indoor, anywhere you go. Cover the future and help your horses. Here is the 7 steps to help you to be much more fair to your horses. Hope this tip helps you, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.